It's time for the stupidest name ever. It's the Tittle Tattle with Kickoff Kevin.
If Oregon beats Washington this week, do you think Bo Nix takes over as a Heisman favorite?
No.
Oh, wow. That was quick.
I couldn't even finish.
No, I know. I think probably he needs a few big wins. Bo Nix, even though he's been awesome at Oregon, Bo Nix still has a little bit of Auburn on him. And it also sucks for Bo Nix that he plays at Oregon because not all Americans to watch his games, so they can't shake off all the Auburn on him. So we don't really get to see all the new and improved Bo Nix unless we stay up late or make a point to do it. I think if he has a great game, it probably shifts it a bit. But will he be the favorite? No, it depends on how good Caleb Williams plays. That's a big game against Notre Dame. If Caleb Williams goes out prime time, I get it. USC, it's a left school as well. But USC is a little more high profile than Oregon. Even
Left in the country, you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Not politically?
I'm looking at a map.
Okay.
Well, probably both, I mean, honest.
That's true.
But Caleb
Southern
Williams
Cal.
also has what Bo Nix had, in that Caleb Williams has a little bit of Oklahoma on him, and he was awesome at Oklahoma. So I think Caleb Williams wins it. I think Michael Penix Jr. is the favorite right now, but barely. I think if Bo Nix plays awesome and Oregon keeps winning, he probably moves up a bit. What is he, third right now?
Mm-hmm.
It's Penix Jr., Caleb Williams, and Bo Nix at 3. But I do think if Oregon wins and he plays awesome, sure. But I don't think he's the favorite until they are right about to make the freaking tournament.
You think he has to beat Penix and Williams?
When you call him Penix, it just feels like so much.
Are you doing that on purpose?
He is.
Penix.
No,
Penix.
but you know how close Penix
I
is
just
to
like
something
I just
else.
like
why
making
is
you
he
guys
saying that?
uncomfortable.
No, I think it was an accident. I think he just attached himself to it.
Oh, yeah.
I think Caleb Williams wins the Heisman.
Okay.
Unless they lose 2 or 3 games. Everybody wants Caleb Williams to win it, as in everybody, all the media. They love it because he gets clicks, so they'll keep writing stories about him. It's just going to feed the monster.
Yeah.
But Bo Nix can win the Heisman if Oregon wins the whole thing. Okay, go ahead. Next question.
Which non-Pac-12 ranked matchup are you looking forward to most? USC at Notre Dame or Miami at North Carolina?
I don't care about Miami at North Carolina. Good. Have a nice day. That's a fun game to see if Miami bounces back after their humiliating, didn't take any loss. And the North Carolina, Drake May's awesome, but I don't really care that much. What I care to see is USC and Notre Dame.
Yes.
For the same reason everybody wants to see it. It's 2 massive programs. It's Notre Dame, who people love it when Notre Dame's supposed to be good, and then they're not. I think people love that more than when Notre Dame is good. And they definitely love it more than when Notre Dame is just bad and nobody cares. What people like is to see Notre Dame get set up and then clocked.
Get knocked down again?
Yes. Because they're very entitled. And I would feel entitled if I were a Notre Dame fan, for sure. I wish I felt entitled, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But I don't. I'm a loser. But people love when Notre Dame's like, this is the team, and they love to see people just kick them right in the balls. And they've already been kicked there. So they're not going to win the national championship this year, but people want to watch that game because of Caleb Williams and because they want to see Notre Dame get beat. Now, I would like to see Notre Dame win.
That would be cool.
Just counter everything I just said, because they can't win the national championship. I've already achieved what I wanted with Notre Dame. Now I want to see them eat up other schools.
Do you feel like it's 2 entitled teams? Because
USC is
Southern
entitled too.
California,
Yes, absolutely.
like that is their, that's what they're known for.
Yeah, and
USC.
They fire coaches if they're not big winners.
Yeah.
They're just kind of winners. You only do that if you're an entitled team.
So we call it the Entitled Bowl?
Well, you'd need like 9 teams playing at once.
There's a lot of entitled
Like
teams.
Royal
out there.
Rumble. All 9 teams get on the field at once.
Put Texas in there.
Yes, last one. I mean, throw Oklahoma in there.
Yeah,
Throw
yeah.
Alabama in
Ohio
there.
State.
Yeah, you're entitled because
Okay.
you've won a lot.
Okay.
Like, it's a success thing.
Okay.
You know, there's not a team that wins a bunch of national championships that you just go, I'm big fans of them. They're just great people. Because eventually you kind of turn into a douche. I wish I could be a douche about Arkansas.
That'd be cool.
Georgia's starting to turn into a douche.
Yeah.
Starting, and I would too. If I won 2 in a row, of course. That's the goal, to be a douche.
Kevin, what's the UCLA USC kind of like? What's that vibe? Because I feel like you said like USC is what you think about when you think of Southern Cal. What about UCLA? They're running the other side of town.
Yeah, they're kind of like the little brother, like the Angels and the Dodgers kind of thing. But USC is known for like spoiled kids and rich kids. And
Oh, you
so
don't
if
mean
you go
sports
against
programs. You mean actual schools.
I mean both.
Yeah, I guess UCLA basketball is what I associate with winning basketball in California.
Yeah.
And USC football. Yeah. All right, next up.
Going to the NFL, after torching the Cowboys and getting his team to 5-0, do you think Brock Purdy is still being disrespected?
I think a lot of people, myself included, although I wasn't just a pure hater on Purdy, we got to watch him in prime time, and it was the only game on, and so we spent time with him. I think like 20 million people watched that game.
Yeah, we hung out with him.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's the 4 o'clock game, or the 3 o'clock game. It's 4 o'clock on fantasy football because they run it Eastern.
Yeah, 3 o'clock.
Yeah. It's a 3 o'clock game, and you're watching it with 2 other games, and the 49ers are winning, but the game gets out of hand quick, or it's them playing. So you don't spend a lot of time with it, and then you just listen to the people that you trust going, Brock Purdy, the system quarterback. But then we watched him play the Cowboys, and he was making every throw with touch or on the money hard, or he was check. Yes, he has a bunch of weapons, but okay, we can't penalize people for the weapons that they have. That would be stupid.
Yeah, even if the system is perfect, you've got to make that throw, and he was making
making
every
them all-
throw.
he's making them all.
perfectly.
Against a good defense.
And I think everybody keeps saying Brock Purdy is underrated, is now swinging the pendulum the other way.
Yeah.
So good for him. He's killing it. He makes $800,000 a year, which in the NFL is not a lot. It's a rookie deal, 7th round, last pick, right? Generally speaking, yes. But for NFL player, $800,000 a year. Not for a star of the best team in the NFL, $800,000, the quarterback, it's a low. So, and he lives in San Francisco, which costs way more.
Yeah.
So he has a roommate.
But he understands that, right? I think he understands it's early in his career, and he's still trying to prove who he is. Even though he's getting closer and closer to proving that, he's still at the $800,000 level, right? He's so close to the big deal.
Yeah, but he's $800,000 because a team, that's when they really have the ability to win big, is when you have somebody massive in a rookie deal. You don't just go and throw him a bunch of money. He knows.
Yeah.
I mean, he's good. He'll make a bunch of money unless he gets hurt. But if you can get a quarterback in a rookie deal, year 2 or 3, they're in. They're pretty. But then you got to pay him like Mahomes. That's why he has no wide receivers, because
Right.
they don't want to. They can't pay anybody else. And so even like Kelsey, who's a massive star, great tight end, tight ends just don't get paid as much as receivers. So that's very beneficial to the team that they have somebody in a rookie deal, especially a quarterback.
They won the lottery for sure.
Yeah. So all right, one more.
Last one. We've seen some major upsets in the playoffs of the MLB. Seen some major upsets in the MLB playoffs right now, and I was wondering, would you rather have your team not make the playoffs at all, or be a top team all year and then get bounced in the first round?
Watching Atlanta lose, and that game got out of hand pretty quick the other day. And that game 3, it was 6-1. I just had it on my phone. I was just kind of looking down. 4-1, 6-1. Oh my God! And they'd already climbed out of one hole. I think it was in game 2. They climbed out of a 4-1 hole. I can't believe Atlanta lost, because they were basically the best offensive team in baseball history. So that sucked. The Orioles won 101 games, and they fell early. And that kind of sucked. I like the Orioles because they're losers. I don't like the Orioles, but I like the Orioles because they're losers. I would rather make the playoffs and just be destroyed later in the playoffs and not make it at all, because that means hopefully you've got some health going into next year. That means you had fun this season. That's more time you got to spend winning, just generally.
Right.
And it sucks. It's like, would you rather your team go to the Final Four and get beat on a heartbreaking buzzer beater, or not make the tournament? Take me to the Final Four. I'll heartbreak all day. I'm used to heartbreak. I'm freaking callous. All my teams lose. It sucks. So yes, I would rather make the playoffs and lose in a really bad way, because then I can come on and keep doing this crap. I suck.
It's good content.
Feel sorry for me. Yes. All right. Thank you. That's Tittle Tattle.